from Straight Talking Tarot. We're going straight into the reading, and as I was shuffling your cards, there were 3 already that popped out, and I was in fact choosing only one from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, but you got 2, so we're going to take the 2. And I'm also using the Wandering Star Tarot, and you already got 1 card that popped out, so we're going to keep that on the table, and I'm going to reveal them in a minute. The other thing I'm going to also do towards the end of the card reading is some trinkets. I'm just going to pull some out randomly and then throw them on my tarot mat, and also choose you a chakra that you'll can support yourself with if that's what you like to do. So let's have a look at the first card. Okay, so before I do the first card, I've been going through the different signs, and I've been asking for, what you need to know. For some reason, I felt that there was a pulsating feeling for the Sagittarians. There's a sense of pulse. And you would feel it in your body when something comes through, okay? It's to do also maybe to do with your heartbeat. I'm sorry about the noises, the delivery being done. And it's to do possibly with heartbeat. So something to do with how you feel, to do with your heart, or pay attention to if you get a nudge from your body twittering or having a pulse. Okay, so that's something for some of you. All right, so let's open this first card here, and I've got the card of release. This is from the Moon Queen of the Moon Oracle. So I feel here, not only is this card really, I'm trying not to sort of read it point blank about releasing. I feel that you actually really need to release what's in your heart, okay? Particularly with the message I got. So there was this sort of sense of releasing. If you notice, she's really opening her heart out, okay? Letting go of everything else. Her heart is actually opening to the light, and she's almost releasing the truth of what matters. And I think there's a sense of transformation for you Sagittarians, and this is for all Sagittarians with whatever placement you like to look at. I'll leave that up to you to decide. But if you've also got North Node in Sagittarius, very important. But obviously, I would always recommend that you also look at your rising more than your sun. That's because it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to go into the because. However you watch if you're here, it's because you're listening out for whatever reason, okay? So there is a message for whoever's listening about coming into the place of your heart. So do not deny your heart. This is now time to get over not putting your heart first, Sagittarians, okay? Yeah, and then the second card, which is really interesting, is we've got boundaries here. So I would say this is a wonderful card to support that as well. So not only is it important you keep your boundaries, but I think this is about your heartfelt boundaries. This is about really being clear about what's not acceptable to you anymore, what is not allowed to come into your space, what is okay for you. If it's not heartfelt, it's out. You shield yourself. You keep yourself in this peaceful. There's a tiny bit of lotus flower just bubbling up of this little bubble that this picture invokes, okay? She's happy in there. She's not frightened. She's enclosed. She's got hands rooted into the ground. She is insightful, and she knows what's going to bring her peace, okay? Now, when our heart is not peaceful, okay, we're not feeling good in what we're doing, it's hard to feel peaceful, okay? The peace comes from a centered place from the heart. So I feel very much for you Sagittarians and all people looking. If it's about a relationship, you make sure that it brings you that peace. Now, of course, not all and every day are things going to be on that even keel, but your main emphasis is to keep that in your forefront of your mind and very much surrounded, okay, and you make your boundaries clear no matter what other people could be saying, encouraging you, pushing you to do, or maybe you're holding on to some story that also keeps you bound, that you can't follow your heart anymore. It's very important, Saggies, that you do so. All right, I hear, okay, the first card that I just opened up from the Morning Star Tarot is the King of Swords. Okay, Morning Star, so the Wandering Star, but the Morning Star is a good name. But the King of Swords here again, it is really clear. I mean, this is even like a stronger, powerful, influential, ambitious card. Okay, this card of the king, just as much as the queen. Now the scorpion's got the queen, but I feel also with the king here, he is very balanced in where he needs to go, knows what's there to his left and to his right. He can make the choices because he's got that sense of clarity, and he's wielding his sword. Unlike the queen who's got it facing down, he's actually holding it up in the air. So he's ready to cut out anything, anybody, anything, news, anything that will disrupt his sense of peace and what is heartfelt. Okay, we've got to be really paying attention, Sagittarius, that you shield yourself, particularly at this time as well. Maybe things can be really kind of going on quite a bit through any external noise that disengages you from your sense of self and your power. So make sure your boundaries up, and it is really important that you do that so you don't allow yourself to be taken by the wave of panic or anything that's external to you and getting you to compromise is the message I'm getting here. I'm going to just choose one more card here as well for the Sagittarians. We'll go for this one. Right, well, okay, nice. Okay, we've got the card of justice. So here, I think it's a wonderful card. This is also, of course, a major arcana. Things are coming into balance. Like I said, you know which is your left and right. You just know where to go. You have done the work as well. I will say this, okay, when you get the king, he's a mature man. You've done a lot of inner work that's got you to here. There's also, I find, I know they both got this these swords in the same... sorry, I'm not used to this camera yet. Okay, they both got their swords in the same position here. So, but I feel one is not only you taking action on this. With the Justice card, I actually feel it's something external, something bigger than you. The divine grace is also making something happen to make something right. Okay, and I think that's because you've become quite clear in what's not working anymore, what needs to happen, and taking the confidence and the strength to confide in oneself is from the heart. Okay, when you really do that, you know, and again, keeping the voices and the noises from outside. Every friend's always got some good advice to throw in or their opinions to chuck in, and it's really about you being attuned to what's important for you and releasing the past. And I feel like in some way you've really learnt your lesson quite well. I think some of you as well, say with the justice particularly, there was some injustice done over a period of time or in the past. This will be a time where something will reveal itself, perhaps where you didn't actually react or do something wrong, but there'll be a sense of karmic balance. That's what the word I'm thinking of. Okay, this is something that you've actually really, you've kind of earned. All right, this is something that you've actually been growing towards, and now you're going to get almost your, you know, your prize. All right, this is something really wonderful. And I feel that as well, that you have been speaking up for yourself, you've been honoring your truth, you've been doing all of that, and you've been really able to see with the eye from your gut, so trusting your gut as well, and perhaps getting out of your head, which is, I feel like with you Sagittarians, you've been bringing yourself back into your body as well. You've balanced some scales in some way, maybe also being much more attuned to what you need financially, and you're looking at the possibilities of how you can offer your offering and getting the value and equaling things that really haven't been equal. But I think there's a, you know, keep the King of Swords as your main sort of focus as well. And this is also very much a heart card as well, but you know, surrender yourself to the will of God, if you like. Allow yourself to make sure that you tap into the heart space more than anything else for to get your karmic justice, if you like. And you know, and karmic justice to me is as well for all the effort you've put in. All right, whether in relationship work or in your employment or your family relationship, whatever it is, there will be some definite beautiful opportunity for something to be balanced out. All right, so let's have a look at what the trinkets might want to convey for the Sagittarians. Okay, yeah, there's definitely been some transformation. Well, let's start with that. Okay, we've got the butterfly here. So you've got the butterfly, and this always is a signature of transformation. So you're now in a position to spread your wings. I feel like here we've got the Pegasus as well, that you've been able to take the higher road, and be able to see things from a higher view. So even no matter what's happening, you've kind of claimed your power by riding above some of the unfair injustice things that could have happened in your past, what's brought you here to this point, or even with the perspective of the experience that you've gained now, that you can actually sort of kind of take flight and be able to see what further magic you can create but not being burdened by it. Okay, here we've got a little Bugs Bunny. Let's have a look. All right, I think what the first thing that comes to mind about the rabbit for me, or the hare here, is kind of like, I feel like you're able to shift. I'm getting a sense of shifting, I mean, I think rabbits do that, don't they? In fact, if you ever sort of drive behind a hare, or if you've sort of ever driven in the country, you see these hares or rabbits jumping one way, and it's this ability to hop. Okay, and so I feel in some way that there's something going to be coming in that you've been able to sort of almost even get out of harm's way, I'd say. Maybe there's something you've been considering, or something's come to you, or maybe you were going to do, and you've decided to take a sidestep. Okay, and I would say that would be a smart move to do. Okay, so some of you, there might be a reason to do that smart step, like a bunny rabbit. Just get out of the way. Just change your mind, and go somewhere else and do something else. Okay, here I've also got the beautiful invocation of the star. You've got 4 trinkets here, Sagittarius. So maybe all of them will speak to you, maybe none of them speak to you, maybe one of them will speak to you. But here is the star, and I feel like this is an opportunity. It's like the Star of David, but this is you about really kind of coming to your own crown. If you look at her as well, she's got this sort of incredible star. Oh, I'm really not sure about how this is working. But anyway, I can't seem to straighten it out. But anyway, she's got this sort of emblem, this star here. All right, both on her forehead, and this is about you being really intuitive, okay, and really listening out for what you know is going to be your kind of calling, what is going to really make you shine, okay, and you want to be definitely considering that possibility about what will take me to that place of shining. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the bag of chakras. Everyone's been getting a chakra to help you in the next couple of weeks, even longer, whatever. Okay, wonderful. So this is it. The star. You couldn't get anything more than the crown, can you? It's just coming from the crown. See, like I said, it's the crown. Okay, it'll really serve you to tune into your crown chakra. Okay, that's the one. Most of you who might watch this already know the crown chakra, but this is very much about tuning in, allowing divine connection, allowing the source, okay, to come through. This is where all our chakras are healed from. Okay, we get a download from the crown chakra. Okay, this is being true to yourself, allowing yourself to be lit up, because you can only shine and start shining when you're really true to yourself. I feel this also with as well by releasing any stagnated energy that no longer belongs to you, that's not yours, maybe some old school thinking. By really tapping into the crown chakra, you're going to be able to really sort of source out your power and your personal ambitions and influence as well. Okay, I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for listening, Sagittarians. I hope you got something from this. Do like and comment, please, if any of this resonates with you. I'm hoping to do more of these again, but I'm keeping the videos short as I'm trying a new layout of doing videos for all the signs. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you maybe in 2 weeks' time. Bye for now. Bye.